How can a person help themselves who is trying to do tshuva and be observant, but then a month later they go back to their old ways over and over again? Of course, a person has to not only do tshuva, at first, but they have to continue doing tshuva. Every time they fail, they have to fix themselves and figure out a way how to not put themselves in the same situation. Failing is part of the journey. The key is not to fail the same failure over and over again. It's just like in business. Everyone is going to fail on the way to the top. Everyone is going to fail on the way to the top. The key is not to make the same mistakes over and over again. Where if, let's say, for example, you're in a business world and you did a partnership with somebody without a contract, and then you saw that didn't work out so well. So now when you go back into business again, and another partnership comes up, don't make the same mistake and saying, okay, no agreement. This time have an agreement. But now you signed an agreement and a new thing happened. What? The agreement was too strong or too weak or too long. So don't make the same mistake again with somebody else, with the next thing. Same concept with tshuva. You're going to fail on the way to the top. The key is not to keep failing the same thing over and over again for 20 years. Fix yourself. See what causes the problem. You see that you're failing in regards to morality. So aside from stopping, you have to see what's causing you to go back to it. Is it going to specific places? Is it talking to specific people? Is it watching specific things? You see the trigger points. Whatever your trigger points, don't trigger yourself and think this time it's not going to happen. It's like an alcoholic that wants to recover. The only way to truly recover is not just not drinking anymore, but they also have to change friends. They have to change phone number. They have to change location. They have to change hobbies. They have to change their use of time. And they can't make their whole life just about recovery. Go occupy yourself with something else. So a person has to know how to not repeat the same mistakes over and over again by reviewing their actions. And once they review their actions and they see, this is where I failed, this is where I succeeded, this is where I did good, this is where I did bad, they'll succeed. I even see this, one time I saw it in a trader that became very successful. He turned, a very small amount of money into like $15 million. And very small, like $10,000 or something like that. He turned it into $15 million. And of course, he had many failures along the way. But one of the main things that caused him to be successful over the longer period of time is that he logged all of his mistakes. Every time he made a mistake where he was too stubborn on a trade, or he was too, committed to something, or too big of a trade, too small, all of these different things, he actually wrote it down and he reviewed them. And every time a mistake happened, he saw, did I do the same mistake again or not? And he became very, very particular about reviewing himself and holding himself accountable to his mistake. And that was the secret of his success. His secret of success was not that he never failed again. He certainly failed, but he limited repeating the same mistakes over and over again. And that's one of the keys to success in business, in marriage, and certainly in servitude of HaShem. The greatest investment that a person can possibly do with their money, with their resources of time, of skill, of everything, is to invest as much as possible into kiruv. But not just any kiruv, but kiruv that actually works, that actually changes people,